All right, so we focused mainly on how to solve these by the calculator. So if you don't have a calculator at home and you didn't have enough time in class, then make sure that you're watching the video so you can see exactly how you're plugging it in on the calculator. So Jalen borrowed $100 from his mom and plans on repaying him $10 per week. At the same time, Jalen started earning $15 a week mowing lawns. When will the money he earns and the money he owes be the same? Graph it accurately for full credit. So what's happening is Jalen, he's borrowing $100, and then each week he's repaying 10 of those dollars, so minus 10x. At the same time, Jalen started earning $15 each week, so 15x. When will the money he earns and the money he owes be the same? Okay, so they want us to graph it for full credit. So I'm going to start at 100, and then I'm going down 10 over 1. Down 10 over 1. Notice that our scale is going by tens, so I'm really only going down 1 over 1. So there's the first line. Then I graph the other line. Y equals 15x. My y-intercept is 0. Sorry about that. So I start at 0. And my slope is 15. So I'm going up 15 over 1. 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 The reason why I circled that spot is because that's the point that they intersect. So at 4 weeks, those amounts are the same. Susie is buying In-N-Out Burger for lunch for her friends. The hamburgers cost $3.50 each, and drinks cost $1.50 each. She wants to spend at least $30 on lunch. What inequality represents the number of hamburgers H and number of drinks D she can buy? So hamburgers are $3.50. So since we're using H, the $3.50 needs to be with the H. So we're good there, good there. Nope. Good there. All right, $1.50 for the drinks. We're using D for drinks. So $1.50 D, $1.50 D, $1.50 $1.50 D. So the only difference between the others is the inequality sign. So at least. If you want to make at least 100 or at least a 90 on your test, you are happy with something greater than or equal to that number. So the answer is C. So at least means greater than or equal to. Select the correct graph for the equation. Anytime they give me an equation, I'm going to plug it in my calculator. So I go to the graph, menu, 3, 2, I need to type it in as a relation, and I'm going to type in 2y. To get the inequalities, you click Control equals, it's a less than symbol, and then negative 6 plus 4x. Okay, so that's shaded below, so it's not going to be C. It's steeper, so it's going to be one of those. So let's see, my x-intercept is at 1.5, 1.5. My y-intercept is at negative 3. Yep, perfect. So the answer is B. Make sure you check your intercepts so you know exactly which one is the correct answer. Which ordered pairs in the solution set represented in graph 1 and in graph 2? So really, we're looking in this double shaded area. So negative 8, negative 4 is going to be somewhere down there. 6, 0 is going to be somewhere over here. Negative 10, 0 is probably going to be over here. And then 0, 8 is going to be somewhere up here. So the only one in that double shaded area is 0, 8. Which system can be used to find the solutions to the system of equations modeled by the graph? So they're giving us equations. Menu 3, 2, and we're going to type these in. X minus y equals negative 4. And then menu 3, 2, y equals x plus 2. Okay, those do not match that. All right, so let's delete these. Menu 3, 2, x minus y equals 2. Menu 3, 2, y equals negative x plus 4. They cross kind of similar, so let's check my intercepts. So we're crossing one of them at 4, and then at 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one matches. Okay. For the other line, I need to be crossing at 2. Nope, that crosses at negative 2. Let's check the next line. So we delete these out. Menu 3, 2, x plus y equals 2. Menu 3, 2, y equals negative x plus 4. Nope, those are parallel. That does not match. Menu 3, 2, x plus y equals 4. Menu 3, 2, y equals x plus 2. So let's check my intercepts. So this one is at 2 and at negative 2. 2 and negative 2. This one is at 4 and 4. 4 and 4. Yes, all of my intercepts match up. D is my answer. What is the best estimation? So we're estimating for the solution. The solution is the point of intersection. So they're crossing right here. And it looks to be at about 4.5 and then 5.5. So B. Convert it to slope-intercept form. So we can do this by hand. We isolate our y, opposite side, so add 13. We write it side by side. So we have 2y equals 4x plus 13. And then the final step is to divide. Divide every single part by 2. So we get y equals 2x plus 6.5. So the answer is D. But we could also do this in our calculator. To do it in our calculator, to make sure that it's correct, the original equation they're giving us, so menu 3, 2, is 2y minus 13 equals 4x. And I'm looking to see which one of these is exactly the same. So menu 3, 2, y equals 4x plus 13. Nope, not the same line. Menu 3, 2, y equals 1/2 x plus 2. Nope, not the same line. Menu 3, 2, 4x minus 2. Oops, didn't do my y equals. Nope, not the same line, but it is parallel to one of those lines. Menu 3, 2, y equals 2x plus 6.5. Yes, that was directly on top of that red line, which was the original. That's why it is our solution. Solve for x and y. So we are going to type these in. We go to the home screen, go to the add, subtract, multiply, divide. We click menu, algebra, solve systems, enter, and we type in our equations. 3x plus 2y equals 16. 7x plus y equals 19. Click enter, and our solution is 2, 5. Solve the following system. So menu, 3, 2, and we type in negative 7x minus 2y equals negative 13. And then the other equation, there's supposed to be a space in between there, is x equals 2y plus 11. So the answer is 3, negative 4. And it's asking what is the y value. B. Aaron is 10 years fewer than twice Alex's age. Their ages combined are 33 years. How old are Alex and Aaron? X is Alex's age, Y is Aaron's age. So Aaron is our Y, so Y is equals 3 years fewer, so minus 3, then twice Alex's age, so 2X. Their ages combined, so X plus Y is 33. So we have X plus Y equals 33. Good? Nope. X plus Y equals 33. X plus Y equals 33. Then we need Y equals 2X minus 3. So the answer is A. Here, how many solutions does this have? It has no solution, because if they cross at one point, there is one solution. If they are parallel lines, there is no solution. And if they cross at every single point and you only see one line, it is infinite solutions. Rosalie wants to determine the width of a rectangle with the following characteristics. The length is 4 times the width. So the length is 4 times the width. The perimeter of the rectangle is 20 inches. They're telling us the perimeter is 2L plus 2W, and it's 20 inches. Which of the following is a reasonable width? So now that I have it written, menu 3, 2, enter. So we have L equals 4W, 2L plus 2W equals 20. Now because I used L and W, I need to delete these and put L, comma, W. So my solution is 8, 2. This is my L, this is my W. So it's asking me, what is a reasonable width? So the width is 2. Coach Smith calculates the cheer fees using the formula F equals 30 divided by 50E plus 1050, when F is the total cheer fees and E is the number of events they perform. How many events did they perform at if their fees were 1065? So it's giving me an equation, which is actually a function. So I can go to the graph. Okay, I'm going to delete these out. Menu, graph entry, edit, and this is a function. So 30 divided by 50, I'm going to use X instead of E, plus 10, 50. I don't see it, and it's because it's off the graph. How many events is that E value, did they perform at if their fees were 1065? So E is our X, fees is our Y. So the fees were 1065. So I'm looking for this 1065 in the Y column. So if I click Control T, I need to see 1065 in that Y column. And it's right here at 25. Layla went to the store for back-to-school shopping. She purchased 2 shirts and 5 pairs of pants for $279. Daly purchased 4 shirts and 3 pairs of pants for $238.80. What was the cost of 1 pair of pants? So I'm going to use P and S. She purchased 2 shirts, 5 pairs of pants for $279. Daly purchased 4 shirts and 3 pairs of pants for $238.80. What was the cost of 1 pair of pants? So I'm going to go to my calculate screen because this is a system. Algebra, solve a system. 2S plus 5P equals 279. 4S plus 3P equals 238.80. I didn't do x and y's, I did s, comma, p. So my solution is 25.5, 45.6. So this is my S, this is my P. It's asking for pants. So my pants are 45.60. What is the range of the function? That line's a little thin, so I'm going to darken it. Okay? So range, remember the doctor's name, is XY. So we're talking about the Y values. So right away, this says X, this says X. It can't be either of those. We also have robot. Range is bottom to top. So the bottom of the graph is at -8, and it's a closed circle. And then the top of the graph is at 2, and it is also a closed circle. Robot tells us if it's a closed circle, it has the line underneath. What is the slope of any line perpendicular? Perpendicular means 2 flips. Flip the sign, flip the fraction. So the slope, because this is point slope form, is -2. So instead of negative, I need to make it a positive, so it's not A or C. And to flip a 2, 2 over 1 becomes 1 over 2. Write the standard form of the equation for the graph of this line. These are all equations. I'm going to put them in my calculator and match up the graph. So I'm going to delete whatever's on here. So menu 3, 2, 4x plus 4y equals -1. That is not crossing at 4 and 4. Okay, menu 3, 2. We have x over 4 plus y over 4 equals 1. That's crossing at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one matches. The line graph represents the first of 2 equations in a system. The second line passes through the points 4, -2, and 1, -5. Which statement is true? There's no solution? No, those lines aren't parallel. There's one solution at 0, 2. No, that's not where they intersect. There's an infinite number of solutions? No, they're intersecting at one point, and that point is 3, -3. A student graphed g of x equals x, and m of x equals 1/4 g parentheses x minus 4 on the same graph. Which statement is true? So to be able to type these in our calculator, even though it's in function notation, they're telling us that the first function is just x, and then the second function is 1/4 parentheses x minus 4. All right, so the graph of G, so my second is shifted left 4. It didn't go to the left, it went to the right. Okay, so right 4. And is it vertically compressed? That is flatter, so yes, it is a vertical compression. Just to make sure, it's left 4. No, we said it went right 4. And then vertically stretched. We took this blue line and we squished it. Blue line squished it to get the red line. That is a compression. Points from a system of equations are listed in the table below. Which set of equations model the system above? So these are equations. So I'm going to type these equations in. Menu 3, 2, 3x minus 4y equals 12. And then to get some exact points, I'm going to use trace. So we do menu, trace, I'm going to change my trace step to be 1. Then we do menu, trace, graph trace. So we have a point at -4, -6. Well, we want -4, +6. Let's try the next one. Menu 3, 2, 3x plus 4y equals 12. Menu, trace. I've already changed my step, so I can just do graph trace. So -4, 6, yep. Let's see about 8, -3. Yes, so that equation works. So let's try the other one. Menu 3, 2, 2x minus 5y equals 10. Menu, trace. So I need -5, -4, yep. And then 15, 4. Yes, both of those equations work. My answer is B. The table shows ordered pairs from two functions showing the amount of money Kayla has in her account at X weeks and the amount of money Jesus has in his account at X weeks. After how many weeks do Kayla and Jesus have the same amount of money? So I'm looking for when these are the same. Ding, ding, ding. Right here at 8 weeks, they both have $18 in their account. I knew to look at the X because it says X weeks. And it's asking after how many weeks. So read carefully and make sure you use your calculator.